So guys, this is going to make a great video topic tonight. I'm going to break down the difference between real friends and fake friends and things to watch for. So, for example, when it comes to my small circle of mates, more so like brothers, every single one of us, including myself towards them, them towards me. When we tell each other things, it's not just 100% agreement. It's not 100% just, oh yeah, go do that, bro, like without second guessing certain things. Obviously, you're going to agree with certain things with your friends and them towards you, but when it comes to the deeper stuff, if you just have friends agreeing with every single move you make and they're never questioning things, then you probably got fake friends that don't even care about you. Like, they will tell you whatever just to tell you whatever, when a real friend will give you their input on things from their perspective, from what they see. This is the realest stuff you're going to get around you. And I think people who don't give a damn about you is going to give you terrible advice. It could even be your own parents. It could be your siblings. It could be your relatives. It could be family, people you know, or friends. And the realest people is going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And this is good because it's going to keep you aligned and it's going to keep you from making bad decisions. Like, I've heard of many people taking the wrong advice from certain individuals, and they'll tell me about it, and it's like, nah, we got to look at it this way. X, Y, and Z, whatever the situation is and whatever the case is, because you know they were giving them wrong advice. You know for a fact the people that told them this probably don't give a damn about them. So you're going to see what's going on, and you're going to tell them it exactly like it is. Fake friends, fake family, fake relatives, whatever it is. They're probably dealing with their own stuff to the point where they're not going to give you sound advice. They're not going to give you the best advice because they're so far behind in life that they've never made the right move. So how could they give you the right advice to make the right moves when they themselves are not making the right moves and did not make the right moves? This is why I have successful friends. This is why I have smart friends. This is why I associate myself the most with individuals who have this on straight, who make the right moves. And I'm there for so many people as well, and I'm going to tell every single person whatever they're going through or whatever they need input on, the correct advice. No matter how hard it is, no matter if you're telling someone to cut off a friend, no matter what it is, you have to see the situation for what it is, and you have to give the best sound advice to your peers, to your friends, to your family, to whoever it is, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever it might be. You got to give people reality checks. Sometimes you might have friends coming up to you with a situation that's very exciting. One of your friends met some new girl and he's telling you about her and he's showing you things, and he starts to tell you as time goes on a little deeper into detailed stuff, and it's like you're seeing things that's definitely not good. And you can't force anybody to make a decision, but you can give them your honest advice. You can give them your honest input. And that's about all you can do, but that's exactly what a good friend will do. A fake one will just be like, oh yeah, bro, just do it. Just go ahead. Instead of seeing what's actually going on and giving you the correct advice. This is what I've come to see. This is what I know for a fact to be true. And also, fake friends, they don't even want to hear anything what you have to say. You can't talk to them. You can't tell them anything. Like in the past, when I was going through something a long, long time ago, I had certain friends at the time. I couldn't tell them anything. They didn't care to even hear what was going on. Clearly, I'm upset. They didn't even care to hear. It's just, and it's like, now you can no longer be friends because you can't even be around them. They expect you to just be perfect. You can't tell them anything for a second. It's not like you needed to be coddled. All you had to do was tell them what is happening, why you're that upset. You don't need nothing else besides just to tell them what's going on. People don't even want to hear certain things, bro, and that's bad. If people can't even hear what you have to say, like, that's pretty bad. So they ain't real friends. They ain't for you. They ain't with you. And they will show you that through their actions, that they are not with you. They don't even try. They're not even making an attempt. And I've also had real friends before in the past, and when I was upset, they were there. They were there because something, and when I'm upset. Something huge happened. It's not just little things that's going to upset me. Huge things that happened to the point where you can't even hide how upset you are over something. So I had people that was there before, and it's a night and day difference between a fake friend and a real friend. Real ones are going to tell you like it is, regardless if you want to hear it or not. You might be head over heels for some female that's a witch or some shit. Your mates are going to be telling you certain things. And real ones are going to tell you exactly how they feel about that, even if it is giving you advice to leave the situation, even if it's advice to, anything along those lines. They're going to tell you the truth, and those are the friends you need by your side. Real ones. And real ones today are not hard, or not easy to find. People's everywhere. And you got to find a small circle and stick with your circle. It is a small circle of trust. Big circles usually end very bad. I've been in big friends groups and circles before, and it's the fakest thing you'll ever be a part of. But small circles, you and other men and stuff like this who are on your own paths and journeys, you're both learning, you're both growing, you're both adapting. Those are the realest ones you're going to find, because you're all working hard towards your goals. You're all putting in max effort every day in and day out. And y'all got each other's backs in a lot of ways. But as for everybody else, you can't really trust them. I mean, they're not even trying that hard in their own life. They're for everybody. They're friends with everybody. It's fake. They're false identity people. And they're just along with the crowd. I like people who's not with the crowd. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like those who just go with the crowd, because they're for everybody. A man or a woman who is a friend to everyone is a friend to no one. You guys ever hear that saying? It is the truth. Someone who's a friend to everyone is a friend to no one. You don't have real friends. You're just a floater. You're a drifter. You're all over the place. And I'm not saying you can't be cool with people. I'm not saying you can't be associates with people, because I have lots. Not close to everybody. Not even close with everybody. I have my close friends. We keep in touch. We tell each other exactly what needs to be said, whether we like it or not. And most of the time, we like it because we needed to hear things from their perspective. That's what it's all about. So we have each other's backs through whatever's going on in whatever areas of life. It's good. No matter how smart you are, it's good to always hear things from somebody else's perspective that you trust. Even that, no matter how smart you are, it's good to hear it from others. It's good to hear it from someone you trust. Because it gives different perspective. It gives different meaning. You might even know the answer, but just hearing it from somebody else, it just does something for you. Rather than just listening to yourself all the time, it might not go over well. But rather hearing it from somebody else who actually has your back, it's meaningful. It means a lot. They might not have the exact same outlook as you, but you talk things through, you come up with solutions, you come up with answers and stuff of this nature, and things get sorted out. Those are the people you need. Not just people who is going to give you terrible advice. Like, there was a time I wanted to do certain things with my life, and a whole bunch of family was at my place, and just a few of them was trying to say, oh, you have to do it like this, you should do this, you should do that. They can't hear you out, which I tried to explain myself, but they just don't think it's possible. So they're going to tell you things that is not in your best interest, and they don't care to hear you out. The thing is, they can give advice, but they won't even hear you out. They won't even listen to what you have to say. So it automatically makes it a bad engagement. They can't hear your side of your perspective of how you want to go about life. They only try to implement their stupidity onto you when they're not even living a life that you want. They're living a far lesser life than you want. So why take advice from somebody like that? That's the way, bro, these are things I always knew. Like, even at the time, because if I didn't know it, I would have took their advice, and I didn't. Like, it was just, I felt stupid just sitting there listening to them. Like, and the whole time, they really think they're the bigger adult. They think, because I was probably 19, 20 years old at the time, they're actually sitting there thinking they're a better, well more equipped adult. And sure, they might be older. Sure, they might have more experience because they're older. But at the exact same time, the things they're doing, you could choose to do that tomorrow. And the things you want to do is much bigger, which is why they don't even hear what you have to say. They just think you have to take a certain route in life. And if I listened, I would not be where I'm at today. It would probably be a nightmare. That's the thing. We need good people in our life. It's fucking important, bro. And it has to be people you trust, because if it's just anybody and you're listening to just anybody, that's not good enough. You have to trust them. You have to understand, and you have to know that they are smart people that you trust. They are successful themselves. They have been through shit themselves. And that's what friendships and closeness and true brotherhood is all about. Even for the ladies, true sisterhood, if you want to call it that. Like, or some of you ladies might have other male friends who are successful or whatever. You can be friends with whoever you want to be, but you just get the point. You need people you can trust to get perspectives on, not just anybody. If it's just your family, like, you got to think about 30 times over if this is what you should be hearing right now. Who cares if it's your fucking family? Who cares? It's a label. Family. Oh my God. It don't always matter at the end of the day. You have to understand what you're getting yourself into and who you're listening to if you'd want to take advice or not. Like, are they trustworthy? Are they somewhere where you want to be? Or are they living a lesser life than you want? Because if they are, whatever they say is irrelevant, like, towards your life. You can still have love for one another, but there's got to be disagreements whenever you're dealing with those types of people who is going to give you not good advice, and they're going to lead you astray. They're going to lead you down a life of failure because they themselves did not think big enough. They're giving you advice on how to survive with bare minimum. That's the thing. So you need people you can trust. You need successful people. And I got my bros' backs. They got my back. Everybody needs these types of people in their lives. It's important. No matter how smart you are, it's important to always hear it from at least somebody else who you know, who you trust, who's like a brother. It makes a night and day difference, regardless of how smart you are. It's almost like you need it from somebody else just to know, just to get a different perspective and outside looking in. Because sometimes with certain things, you think you want something so damn bad, you don't want to give it up. So you're not thinking completely logical. You're not completely thinking straight because you want something so bad, you don't want to give it up. But if somebody else is looking in on your situation, they can be like, bro, this is what I'm seeing. So they can tell you from their perspective what they're seeing looking into the situation, and it can make a night and day difference. So you want real ones in your life, guys. You don't want fake friends. You don't want to be friends with everybody. You want to keep a small circle of people you can trust. And that's what life is all about. It's not about these big circles with a bunch of fake people who you can't even trust. They act one way to you one day, different the next, different around other people. It's like, bro, they don't even know who they are. They lack self-identity. They don't know who they are. They are lost, completely out of touch with reality. They're just floaters. At best, they're an untrustworthy acquaintance that you don't even take seriously. But anyways, guys, you guys understand, these are the people you need in y'all's lives. Don't settle for less. It's better to ride alone than to have an enemy in plain sight. So keep that in mind. Work hard. Hold your standards high for friends. Hold your standards high for relationship partners. Hold your standards high for every single thing around you, bro. Know your worth. And with that being said, God willing, God bless. We'll see y'all at the top.